So we are currently on the way to meet the people's dentist, Dr. Dapaah. Excited for it. Gonna be able to just see where he's working, see how he's structured the practice, what he's doing, what's working for him, see what I can learn from him, take back to Preston. Always important to really network with people and see them in person. First time that I met Dr. Dapaah was over Zoom, 2020, and that was the first time was when I interviewed him just about his background and how he made it into dentistry. So it's going to be good to get to meet him in person as well. I've met him in person here and there at different events, but to see him where he works in his environment, that'll be good to see. So check it out and let me know in the comments what you think, your thoughts. We are at Dove Dental today. We're about to meet Dr. Dapaah and he's going to show us around, so come with us. I've been meaning to come here for a long time, so I'm excited. Yes, 2 years. So I'm now here. Thank you for having us, man.
Bro, you're my brother. It's like my blood brother, this guy. It's my senior Invisalign brother. You know? Killing it up in Lancashire, bro. I appreciate you. Appreciate Chico for coming down as well. I was honored to have you guys. When you said that you're gonna come, I said, look, man, of course, it's your second home, bro. London,
love it.
Second home, bro. And if you come to London, we're having you first.
Yeah. You heard it. Show us around, Dove Dental.
Yeah, so this is the reception, small reception, but yeah, this is where our patients come and they meet. We used to have quite a few chairs, even though it was quite small because of COVID. We have one chair here and then some of our patients go up there and I'll show you. But yeah, this is when the first patient comes, sorry, it's where they come.
Yeah,
cool.
Perfect.
So this is the this is the first surgery. So our associates mainly work in the surgery and our hygienists work in the surgery. They're very much into like fish aesthetics. So you can see we've got some Abaji stuff here,
right.
Zedo products here.
Is that a new thing you've brought on?
Kind of, yeah, because I personally do it myself. I stick to just the teeth, thank you. But yeah, they're really big into facial aesthetics, and it's something that we're growing as a practice, as a business. Quite interestingly enough, you know, when we first started in 2019, we had one of my good friends, Dr. Victoria, who was doing the facial aesthetics here. And she mainly had people in the area which were mainly Caucasian people, because those are the people that were kind of interested in facial aesthetics. But now, which is crazy, that now more black people are interested, especially in the lips and stuff like that. It's quite a crazy phenomenon that's happened, because before it's like, how do you market it? Like what posters or what can you? Because the majority of our patients are black. So how do we show what could be done? And it was very difficult. But now it's something that we're doing. So we do Botox, we do fillers, we do should we say facial rejuvenation, because I think you can say Botox for legal reasons, whatever. But anyway, and we also do skin tightening, so something called HIFU, which is a machine that uses ultrasonic waves to tighten the collagen, something like that. So that's what we mainly do here. And then skincare. So that's where the Zedo and the Abaji products come in. So the girls mainly here, they mainly focus on that, and they do general dentistry as well as doing Invisalign and bonding. So they usually do.
So is it 4 of you dentists?
There's 4 of us here. So it's myself. So I'm the kind of the clinical director. So I'm the kind of main clinician here in terms of kind of see how things go, or oversee things clinically. But also in terms of I'm the only full-time dentist here. My business partner, Dr. Jamal, he's more as the financial director. So even though if I see a new crazy toy that I want to buy, I have to get clearance through him, the boss. So then we work out. So for example, an example being the arterial scanner. So got to a point where, you know what, it's actually one of the Smile Fast course, right? Was for the top 20 Smile Fast providers in the country, right? So
This is a Smile Fast Center. This is an official center. If you need Smile Fast, yes.
So it was there now, it was all these guys, and then I must have asked a question about impressions. Everyone turned and said, huh? You're still using impressions? I was like, whoa. I felt like I had a disease or something. I was like, whoa, what's it? I said, yeah. They said, Kevin, how on earth are you like doing so many cases, both Invisalign and SmileFast or whatever, just doing impressions? I said, just gotta make it happen, you know? And that was a light bulb moment for me. I thought, maybe we need to start looking into it. So, thankfully enough, was able to afford it, so I managed to get the arterial. And the good thing about the arterial is that we're able to move from surgery to surgery, but also outside. So if I make quite a few mouth guards for boxers and stuff. So not every boxer can come here. So I'm gonna go see a boxer in Loughborough. Soon, a professional boxer in Loughborough. Two or three, and you know, sometimes if I can, I'll go to them because they're in camp and stuff, and I literally go there and take a scan. So that's always good. And also I'll be doing like tooth jewelry soon, like grills and stuff. So we're working with jewelers at the moment. We're kind of doing logistics at the moment. They're coming in 2 weeks' time. And once again, if I get a call that they got someone at the jewelers that needs a scan there and then, not everybody can make it. So I then go up there with the scanner, and so that's one like heavy investment, an example that we've had to make.
So what I'm hearing is, so with dentistry, it's like you just sort out teeth, man. But what I'm hearing from you is your clinic is doing skin.
Yeah.
You're doing bespoke mouth guards for athletes.
Yeah.
And you're also doing grills. When I think grills, I think America. And you're starting to sort out something for the UK.
Yeah, bro. Because you know what? I'll be honest with you, I wasn't really interested in it. People were asking me for years, and look, let's be honest here. I didn't want to be the stereotypical guy that goes and does the grills. But the problems I was seeing was that I treat quite a lot of people from the music industry. And they have grills that were, and there's two people in particular that comes to mind, where the grills are stuck together. Sorry, the teeth are stuck together, and they've cemented them in. So I'm like, how on earth are you gonna clean that? You know, if you're removing it and stuff like that, I don't have that much of an issue with it, depending how often you wear it. But if it's cemented, and I'm talking years. And these are young people as well. They're gonna start having gum issues, and I just fret to think what will be their teeth underneath. Do you know what I'm saying? So that first thing I thought, you know, I need to start bringing some education around it. So I thought, okay, that might be some content I'll share. But then what happened was that I'll give you an example. So give you a funny story. So one of my patients, a guy called Lee Martin. So he's been a patient of mine for years now, right? And he used to sell suits up in the West End, quite high level, high value suits. And then he told me he's got a new job. So if he came to this practice for the first time, and what happened? It was the day the day after Wizkid had his show in the O2. So I was running late, and then I ran late. Patient before left, and the patient was watching the concert. So he came in, and the thing was still playing. So I literally said, sorry, I said, Lee, I'm just doing some notes, I'll be quick. If you just stay in the seat. And I thought, oh my gosh, Wizkid. So I turned off, I said, sorry man, what do you want to play? You know, I'm thinking maybe Ed Sheeran or something. And he goes, oh, that's Wizkid. I said, you know Wizkid? This is an English guy, yeah? You know, like in his 40s or late 30s. That's good. You know Whiskey? He said, yeah. Was with him last week. I'm like, what? This is me, Wiz kid. This is like Whiskey. He said, yes, kid, Whiskey. I was like, what the heck? He said, yeah, kid, we're making a pendant for him. I said, what? This is public knowledge now, so I can say it. I said, yeah, he came yesterday, or I think the 2 days ago. Yeah, he came with all his team, and we, designed the pendant. Da, 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 da. I was like, what the heck? So, conversation didn't continue. He's like, Kevin, we thought of making grills. I said, no. No, then he went to his boss. So he's a store manager for a jewelry company. So he went to his boss and he said, oh yeah, Kevin, innit? And he said, oh. And his boss said, ask Kevin if he'll make grills. I was like, no, just that, no. And he said, Kev, think about it. So I went to there in Mayfair. So I went there, spoke to them, had a beautiful experience. I didn't have the money to buy anything, there was a beautiful experience. And then we started talking. So then they said, look, can we get certain type of clients? And they realized that when Kim Kardashian, I think, put up a post with her having grills in, they got calls from the Middle East, they got calls from everywhere saying, and they were like, whoa, but they want to do it properly. They don't want to go to no backstreet person. They want that someone who has dental knowledge, and professional, that can say, you know what, this design can work, design can work, and stuff like that. So what will happen is that I will scan and probably talk about initial design. Then they will then probably do probably a 3D or CAD/CAM, some sort of design, digital design. Then they will then take it on, and I may fit it as well. So that's what we're kind of working out now. So this is something that people want. So yeah.
Man, it's all happening, man. Show us where the magic happens.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So. Yeah, so the opening was a very special one. So we had quite a few people come down. So we had the deputy mayor of Wandsworth that came down, a lovely lady, she came down. And we had Sadiq Khan come down, which was amazing. I had to pull a lot of strings, for me to get Sadiq Khan down, and this is not about politics, but the thing is, Sadiq Khan used to live next door. He grew up here, and the history behind this is that this practice was my business partner's dad's practice, and they closed it, I think, around 2015. He just retired, they closed the shop down, and we revived it back in 2019. So literally start from 0 patients, but Sadiq Khan thinks he used to come here as a kid. Can you imagine? So that's why I really pushed hard for him to come, and got a few no's and stuff, but then he came and really gave a good talk, and it was really inspiring, that was good. We had senior dentist come down, top guy came and supported. He literally got his kids, I think someone looked after his kids, literally rushed down. I literally waited for him to come. Literally came with his wife. So I would always remember him to come to support, trust me. And I've only met a couple of times before, and then he come and support, so that was a big thing.
How would you advise people if they're wanting to make a big opening? How do you go about getting these people? Do you think it's essential to get these type of people to open?
To be honest with you, it's not. But I'll be honest with you, doing this, I always say this, doing this practice is the hardest thing I've ever done, but it's the best thing I've ever done. And I was so scared that this would not work, because we applied to the NHS and we said, oh look, we're doing this. This was NHS practice before. And they literally, me and my business partner spent probably a week doing the letter, go back and forth, go between ourselves. No, put this in, take that out. Literally, we sent the letter at 9:30 in the morning. By 2:30, they responded and said no. So we had no choice but to open a private practice. And I was thinking, how on earth are we going to get people to come? You know, one other worry of mine was that this is generally a white middle class area. So to get, you know, white people to come to a black practice, I just thought there may be some prejudices or subconscious bias that will exist, which does happen. Let's be real. But I was thinking, okay, so I was so worried. So I said, I need to make this a flipping big deal. That was my thing. I had to do whatever to make it happen, you know. And I thought, if I can make as much noise about it, then that would give an initial boost for people to come. And that's why I did it out of fear, to be honest with you. So Steve came, one of my close friends, Joshua Boax, he came, who's a professional boxer, former Olympian, Rio 2016 Olympian, he came. And then through my friend Derek, who has a PR agency, he was able to get Sky Sports down because that's because Sky Sports there. That's because they knew Josh was coming. And then we talked about mouth guards then. So what we said is that we'll also provide mouth guards to the local community because Sadiq Khan's brother, Sid Khan, owns a boxing gym in this area. So that's how I was able to get him on board. And we need to actually still keep up to our pledge of offering mouth guards to the local boxing club. So that's how we did it. And my cousin Michael Dapaah came as well. Came and supported, which was amazing. And we then we nearly had Auntie Joshua come down. Nearly. The girls would have flipping melted. They would have thought, forget this opening. Yeah, but it was the last minute. He couldn't make it. I was so disappointed though. But yeah, so he was really, really down to come, and big up Josh for trying to make that happen. But yeah, so that's how it got. And we had, I think, 200 to 300 people come on the open day. And even on the open day, the girls had the iPad. I kept on going to every 10 minutes. Are you signing up? Are you signing people? Are you signing people? Are you signing people? Bro, I was so scared, bro. So.
Do you remember how many people turned up on your first day?
As working, it was. I thought it was a full book, man. Yeah, it was quite a full book. And then I think what happened, we used the old compressor. So when we first started, we got someone like Dental come and just survey the old equipment, see if we could still use it. We'll get a new one, and then so we bought a new one for this, but they said, one of the old ones you can still use it. But I think it was the first week. And one of the suction units broke down, bro. I couldn't believe it.
It's the beginning of the day, middle of the day?
It was all the evening.
Okay.
Bro, I said, and we had to full cut 1,200 quid. Imagine the build cost, so the refurb went over by £30,000. So when we borrowed money from the bank, we said, okay, cool, we're gonna use some money, big chunk of money, for staff wages. So just in case no one comes in, the staff are still getting paid. And one big worry of mine was that, you see me, I grew up with nothing. So if I don't make much, I can live. But what was a personal worry to me was that the first girls we had young children. And I thought, what I'm making from these hands is going to support other people. And that's how I brought things into perspective for me. And I was so scared that, if it was just me, but the fact that other people are going to benefit from that, that was a big thought. But as you go, thank God, by God's grace, things picked up, and but it's, even till today, it's still a thought that how you gonna keep the lights on?
Nah, with all the smart that you're doing.
So this is where all the magic happens, guys.
Okay.